What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is MJ Hokage, and today we got a doozy for you. Today we're going to be talking about 6 alternate arts that you wouldn't believe are regaining their price values. Yes, alternate arts reached their all-time low, and now they're starting to claw their way back and gain some value. So if you own these 6 cards, you're in luck because your cards are starting to regain the value that they lost earlier this year. So let's go ahead and jump right on into it. First off, we have the Tyrant V from Battle Styles. Battle Styles is going for about $102 right now, which is still a pretty cheap of a price point for a booster box. However, the booster box isn't very strong, but you do have the chance of having this Tyranitar V, and over time, this booster box, like most, is probably going to gain a good amount of value. Now, this Tyranitar V started off the year in January pretty strong at $111. It dropped down to about $100, and then by May went ahead and shot up to its all-time high at $114. Then in August, like a lot of alternate arts, started losing value. It reached a low of $94, and then quickly in September rose back to a new high at $108, but then in October lost a good amount of value like a lot of alternate arts and hit an all-time low at $92. However, the past 3 months, people were watching the market, they saw this card, they saw it at $92, and they started buying it back up. So this card is sitting at a nice $101. Next, we have the Galvanian Moltres V from Chilling Reign. I actually pulled this card in a booster box, was very excited to have pulled it. I think I wanted to pull the Blaziken, but I didn't even know this was one of the top chase cards, so I'm glad that I have it in my collection now. A lot of people call Chilling Reign Chilling Pain because the pull rates are actually really hard, and there's a lot of great cards that you can get, but it's hard to pull them. So this is why probably the booster box is sitting at a strong $154. It's a booster box that hasn't been reprinted in several years. So if you don't have it yet, I don't know if now's the time to pick it up, but $154 for a booster box that has a Blaziken in it, it might be something worth picking up. Now, looking at the price history for the year, Galvanian Moltres was sitting at a strong $136 in January this year. However, it started losing a little bit of value in March, but then it went ahead. Yeah, it went down to 124 in March, but then it went ahead and gained value to a new all-time high of the year at $142. However, like a lot of other alternate arts, it started losing value, and especially because Scarlet and Violet just came out this year, and now there's a total of 4 sets. A lot of people were trying to reinvest their money, sell some cards, sell some sealed product, and look forward to buying the new generation of Pokemon, especially with all the great things that's happening with Pokemon. So because of that, there was less interest in these alternate arts, especially this Galarian, and it just started losing its value, and then in August it hit an all-time low at $117. However, the past 3 months, I've been watching this card too because I own it. It's been gaining a good amount of growth of value, and now it's sitting at a strong $124. And especially because a lot of people were talking about Chilling Reign and how great of a set it is to invest in because the pull rates are hard, so there's going to be less amount of the popular cards in this set. This card is now sitting at a strong $124, and it might stay consistent. So I'll be happy to see that. Next, we have the Espeon Vmax from Fusion Strike. The booster box is sitting at $153, and this booster box is pretty nice because we do have the Gengar Vmax, and so now a lot of people are talking about Fusion Strike. They're talking about how it's been slept on as well as the booster box because the cards are cool, the pull rates are pretty moderate, and it has an Espeon, a Gengar, and it has Mew in it. So it's a pretty popular set right now, and now it's sitting at a strong $153. I don't have it in my collection, but oh well. However, the Espeon is also regaining value. It started off in January at a strong $167. However, in May, it lost a fair amount of value and it was sitting at $131. And then right before the summer, it just skyrocketed to $155. And then like a lot of other alt arts just started losing more and more value over time. And then in October, it finally hit its all-time low for the year at $126. However, recently in the past 3 months, it's been trying to regain some value, especially with the popularity lately of Fusion Strike and people trying to get their hands on it before it's not as available or the price continues to rise. This card has also risen because to get this card, you got to pull it in Fusion Strike. You got to take the risk, open an expensive booster box, and hope you get lucky. So it hit its all-time low, and now it's sitting at a pretty strong and comfortable $132 because this is the end of the year of 3 months of data from October till December. So it's been consistently gaining back its value these past 3 months. Next, we have the Gengar Vmax, the ultimate chase card and Fusion Strike. Look at that Gengar. And then we have, so this one's interesting. In January, this Gengar was at a strong $173 for this card. However, it lost a little bit of value in March, and it was sitting at $157. However, because of the popularity of Fusion Strike, it just continues to rise, and in May, it hit its all-time high at $210. It was a little bit flat during the summer, and then lost some value, but it didn't hit a new all-time low. It lost some value of $30, and in October, it was sitting at $183. However, lately, Fusion Strike is hard to get. It's an expensive set. You know, if you're going to buy it, you still have to pay shipping on top of that $153. So you're looking at maybe $165 with taxes. And now, this booster box has almost regained its all-time high. Or this Gengar has almost hit its all-time high at $209. So, we're going to see if this Gengar can stay at 200. I have a strong feeling it will, just because Fusion Strike is already a pretty pricey booster box to go ahead and buy. Next, we have the Charizard V from Brilliant Stars. Brilliant Stars is a fantastic set. A lot of YouTubers are talking about how Brilliant Stars has a variety of cards, has some decent pull rates. However, the alternate arts are hard to get. This Charizard is like 1 in 600 packs, and the Arceus is like 1 in 200 packs. So, to get your hands on a Brilliant Stars booster box, you're going to be looking at a price of $155. And so, this Charizard in January was sitting at a strong $186. And then throughout March and May was consistently losing value. And then finally in October of this year, it hit its all-time low of $103. However, lately, people saw the price for a Charizard for $100. That's an easy pickup, and now it's gaining a huge amount of value. In the past 3 months, it's gained, only $13 in value, but over 3 months, that's a lot of value considering you need to buy the card at $116 and then pay taxes and most likely shipping. So this Charizard V has risen from the ashes and is now at a price point of $116. Next, we have the Lugia V from Silver Tempest. Also an incredible artwork card. This card was so expensive at $213 in January of 2023 this year. It also started losing some consistent value throughout the year. And then finally in October of 2023, it almost lost $100 of value. People started picking up the card. This card also lost a lot of value because there was several reprints of Silver Tempest. The booster boxes were, I remember, like $115 3 months ago. And so now the booster box is back at $122. There's also Rayquaza in this set. So this booster box is readily available. And so that is one of the main reasons why this card lost a lot of value. However, recently it's gained a good amount of value and it's at $103 and counting and climbing. I swear every time I look at this card in PSAs, it's expensive. It's like $260, so it's double the price of a raw card. However, that's a $300 card you're talking about, and that's kind of hard during these times to go ahead and look at getting a card like this. Too bad I don't have this card. I have some booster boxes of Silver Tempest, but we'll find out what happens with these alternate arts. If you own these alternate arts, I hope you're happy that they're starting to regain in value, because it's always nice to have cards. And yeah, it kind of hurts a little bit when they start losing value, but when you see that uptick in value, you know that there's hope in the future for those cards, for your investment to continue to grow. And so, thank you for joining me today. What are your thoughts on these alternate arts? Do you think they're overhyped? Do you think they'll be the next tag team cards? What are your thoughts? And yeah, I hope everyone has a blessed day. See you next time. Thank you. Peace and love. I'm out of here.